Corn muffins, bran muffins, pita bread, sourdough.
Only go easy on the butter or margarine. Anything fatty reduces the intended effect of the carbohydrates, which is to increase serotonin.
Very light on the butter or margarine, right? I also got a good lunch menu.
For lunch, macaroni and cheese, pasta salad, mashed, broiled, or baked potato, steamed white or brown rice.
No late afternoon snacks?
Oh, sure. Popcorn, pretzels, saltines, graham crackers, breadsticks.
How about a good anti-stress dinner?
Well, any pasta dish, of course. Spaghetti, rigatoni, ziti, but with plain tomato sauce.
I suppose candy and sweets are out.
Not really. If Jack wanted to, he could nibble on licorice, caramels, candy corn, gumdrops, jelly beans, marshmallows.
How about a few cakes and cookies?
Devil's food cake, vanilla wafers, fig Newtons, cupcakes, rice pudding.
Talk about a kid in a candy store.
Well, don't overdo it. We're talking a few cookies or one cupcake. That's enough to boost your serotonin levels in about 20 minutes. And keep in mind that munching on carbohydrates is meant as a short-term treatment only. In fact, no more than 2 days or so. I repeat, not more than 2 days. Use it only when your stress level is sky high.
So if weeks go by and the anxiety is still there?
Food is not the real answer.
As the poet Homer once said, reason and sense remove anxiety, not villas that look upon the sea.
Well, now that we've heard about food for the body, how about some stress-fighting fare for the mind? Homer, for example, did have a point. We're often tempted to run away from stress to some idyllic and distant island somewhere. Even if that became real, it's likely that some inner turmoil would still remain.
This villa by the sea is costing me a fortune. I wonder if it's hurricane season. What if I have to evacuate?
As Alfred E. Newman blithely asks,
What? Me? Worry?
those of us a bit brighter, of course, do worry. If not about one thing, then another. Yet some people closer in time to us than Homer have had a less worrisome attitude. Here's what famed producer Mike Todd said about money.
I have never been poor, only broke. Being poor is a frame of mind. Being broke is only a temporary situation.
Now that's confidence for you. If you're worried about your confidence, by the way, afraid you might look silly or foolish, consider what Elsa Maxwell, the renowned hostess and bon vivant, once said.
Laugh at yourself first, before anyone else can.
The ability to see ourselves in a less serious light is essential for fighting off stress. No one knew that better than the legendary humorist Will Rogers. Worried about your lack of sophistication or knowledge of certain things? Listen to Will's perspective.
Everybody's ignorant, only on different subjects.
Let's move on to an exercise designed to help you relieve stress with humor. Our thanks, by the way, to Dr. Barbara Makoff, author and a leading exponent of humor as therapy. Here's a few tips from Dr. Makoff on how to get some quick and comic relief.
Your idea for the Baker account. Yeah, I read it. Frankly, it needs work. Look, why not just let Claire handle it, okay?
Did someone really undo your day? In that case, get your funny bone tickled before the day is done. For instance, imagine the scene with your boss as if it were some absurd comedy.
Hey, Claire, that's my account you've got.
I'm sorry, I don't think so.
It is too.
It is not.
Is too.
Is not.
That does it. I'm calling the cops.
To avoid stress, see yourself as a character in some wild slapstick spoof.
Uh-oh, I better scram. Here come the cops.
Cultivate the comic and stress-fighting side of yourself as well.
But, sir, Globar doesn't have any flights to Nairobi.
As you talk on the phone with a demanding and obnoxious customer, picture yourself as a duck, calm on the surface, but battling like the Dickens underwater. Another tension-eating fantasy? Select theme music that describes the people and situations you deal with. The egotist, for example.
Me, I'm so happy to be me. I'm quite a guy.
The lady killer.
So, you're Kathy, huh? Well, hi, Kathy. I'm Ralph. Of course, my real friends call me Ral.
The dreamer.
And I'm sure we'll have no trouble meeting our goals for this year. What with all the energy and enthusiasm that this company is in.
At home, try and step outside those tense moments when you're this close to a major spat.
Look, I'm sick and tired of being criticized.
Criticized? I said your tie was crooked.
Wow, quick, a dash of humor. Like what? Well, why not pretend there's a third party there? Someone or something that can transform the fracas into a farce.
Hey, do you believe how this bozo was acting?
What? Bozo? Who are you talking to?
My friend Harvey over here.
Harvey. Oh, I get it, an imaginary rabbit.
Actually, mine happens to be a gorilla.
A gorilla, huh? Is he bigger than me?
Uh-huh. Better looking, too.
Yeah, well, maybe you and old Harvey here want to be alone.
Not really. Come here.
Yeah? What?
Let me straighten your tie.
Just don't make that tie too tight. Okay, let's put humor aside for a moment and talk about how to dress for less stress. According to a study done at Cornell, things like shirt collars could be culprits. A too tight collar, the study found, reduced not only comfort, but often the subject's visual sense as well. A pinched blood supply at the neck may also impair hearing, taste, smell, and even mental ability. Even a collar that's just a half-inch too small, the study showed, could hurt, particularly vision. Pilots, drivers, and military personnel would thus be well advised to loosen up, along with many others in today's tight-collar world.
Hey, hombre, like to feel a skin-tight jeans? Then slip into a pair of ponchos for a fit so snug they'll be closer on you than a cattle brand.
And just as painful, perhaps. Some studies, you see, link too tight jeans to lower back pain. And those sexy skin-tight briefs to unsexy varicose veins and bouts of male infertility. So, how does one dress for less stress? Well, the main thing is to avoid clothes that are so tight they restrict blood supply. Try for a looser, free-flowing look. Of course, that might mean going to a larger size, but all things considered, that's really a small price to pay.
Hey, it's the good old sayings. Money is the root of all evil.
Actually, it's the love of money that's to blame. Of course, the stuff itself is the root of large amounts of stress. According to some studies, in fact, money is the prime worry among most American families, regardless of income. Chances are, then, it's caused you a tense moment or two. Okay, how to win the battle of the buck. Our thanks to Dr. Daniel Keegan, an organizational psychiatrist in Chicago, for the following prospectus. It'll tell you, basically at least, if your financial footing is sound. This is a 3-part audit, by the way, but it's simple. Just answer yes or no to the following questions. Okay, Part A, Question 1. Do you read, occasionally at least, the financial part of your newspaper? Second question. Do you have a real idea as to where you'd like to be financially in 5 years? And the third and final question on Part A. Do you know what your net worth, assets, and liabilities are? Now comes the evaluation. For that, we'll activate the if mode. If you answered no to any of the questions, you probably should increase your financial planning, at least get a better feel for the road ahead.
Part B is now ready.
Okay, ready to tackle B? Good. This time, there are 5 questions, and they're a bit tougher. Question 1. If you have investments, are they diversified? Question 2. Do you ever make a credit card payment before interest is due? Question 3. Are you generally in good health? Question 4. Do you have a written will that's been reviewed in the last 5 years? Finally, on Part B, do you spend less than you make? If you answered no to any of the questions in this category, which is a warning group, it would be wise to take some sound fiscal action. A review of your investments, perhaps, with an eye toward diversification, or coming to grips with your credit cards, perhaps not using them till major bills are paid. Wills should not only be drawn, experts advise, but also reassessed every 5 years or so. Now for Part C, and our 5 final questions. 1. Do you discuss financial matters at least once a year with your spouse or family? 2. Do you feel satisfied with such discussions? Are they worthwhile? 3. Do you know where your money is going? And can you roughly account for it? 4. Do you trust your spouse to handle the finances? And 5. If you're worried about money matters, are you taking positive steps that can help? Well, it should be clear that a no to any of those 5 could reveal a basic source of stress. Get things handled quickly and professionally, and you've eased a primal worry, that of being financially secure.
Let's see, telephone bill, car payment, okay, rent, better pay that.
How about your bill to yourself? Many therapists suggest a token reward, at least for the work you've done. In fact, make paying yourself a priority. Take a few dollars from the top of each pay period and spend it any way you want.
Popcorn, peanuts, get your peanuts here. Popcorn.
After all, you've earned it, and it pays off in less stress. As you can see, you're not helpless in the face of stress. There are all kinds of things you can do about it, from changing your diet to changing your clothes and developing a sense of humor. Taking charge of the things in your life that cause stress, like money, can also make a difference. But when you are filled with stress, you need to know how to diffuse it. Turn this cassette over to side 2 and learn some techniques that will send you to Cloud 9. Hello, and welcome to Side 2 of Instant Stress Relief, a mind-body healing tape from Prevention Magazine. Stress affects every part of your life. Stress makes it harder for you to perform both on the job and at home. It worsens many medical conditions. It steals energy from you. So take a vacation from stress. With the techniques you're about to learn, you can diffuse stress, drain away the muscular tension that accumulates when you're under stress, and come back refreshed. Get ready for a soothing, healing voyage that your body and your mind will love. Begin by sitting in an upright, erect position in a chair, or by lying down on a firm surface. Let your eyes close. Begin by paying attention to the quality of your breathing. Notice your breath coming in and going out of you. Allow the muscles of your jaw and mouth to relax. And let your mouth and lips fall slightly open. With each inhalation, allow your stomach to expand, as if you were gently